Why should you care about the World Junior Championship Summer Showcase taking place at the end of July? Let's talk about it.
You're listening to Up the Turnpike with hosts Mitch Anderson and Matt O'Leary.
Well, the first point is summer hockey, baby. It's summer hockey. That's why you should care about it. It's hockey content, first and foremost. Second, there's a bunch of Islanders prospects that are going to be or should be playing at this World Junior tune-up. So let's talk about this summer showcase and why it matters, and maybe even teach you about what it is. Maybe some of you don't know about it. So the World Junior Championship Summer Showcase is set to take place between July 25th and August 2nd in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And what it is really is 4 teams converging in one specific location in the summer as a tune-up for the World Junior Championships that take place later on in December/January. Those 4 nations, Canada, US, Sweden, Finland, the big guns, are all converging. They invite a bunch of players, and they're trying to find out which players really should fit their program as they kind of whittle down the roster towards the inevitable tournament at the end of December. So that's one big reason too. The other is, obviously, we get to then see some of our prospects play at this tournament. It gives us an early look at new or old prospects in our pipeline. Remember back in 2021, we had just drafted Aatu Räty. Second round, guy fell from the first round. At one point, should have been first overall pick, according to everyone. We take him in the second round. I think it was 52nd overall we take him. Everyone's happy and excited, obviously. And then we get to see him minutes later almost at the World Junior Championship Summer Showcase. And my man destroys, dominates, goes beast mode, whatever adjective you want to add to what he did at the 2021 World Junior Championship Summer Showcase, he goddamn well did it. And just to prove it, look at that. 14 points in 6 games did Aatu Räty score at the 2021 Summer Showcase, punking everyone else. Line mate Ronnie Hervinen obviously put up a bunch of points, 10 points in 6 games. But outside of that, 7 points for Thomas Bordeleau. That's it. It falls like he got half the production that Aatu Räty had. And it's not like there were bad or just a bunch of bad players in that tournament. You had Matty Beniers was there, Jake Sanderson, Logan Cooley were all playing at that tournament. Whether they were at the readiness of an Aatu Räty remains, obviously wasn't maybe at that level, but either way, Aatu Räty absolutely destroyed and put himself on the map, saying, I'm more than a second-round prospect. Now, some of you will argue if he is or isn't anymore. I would argue that he still isn't and should have been a first-rounder. But either way, it allows us to see how these players are developing. We've seen him at the dev camp briefly, but maybe we can see a few more here and see what they look like in a best-on-best tournament, right? Because that's what it is. It's 4 of the best hockey nations battling out for a few games to just kind of tune up their roster. Now, if you're not sure who to watch or who's going to be representing the New York Islanders at this tournament, let me pull up my little list here that I tweeted out. So for Team USA, these are invites. We're still not 100% sure if all these players will show up or will participate. And I'll explain that in a second here. For the Team USA, you have Kamil Bednarik, Cole Eiserman, Jacob Kvasnicka, and Sam Larilla. Sam Larilla has since pulled out. It seems that he may have been injured, but we're not 100% sure there. For Team Sweden, they invited Victor Eklund, but he also pulled out, saying, I'm going to focus on my off-season training to prepare for the regular season. And then Team Canada has invited Keishon Aitchison and Matthew Schaefer. Neither one have confirmed if they're going. I would imagine Matthew Schaefer probably pulls out to, again, just like Eklund, prepare for the regular season. So that's still quite a list there. At least for Team USA, the Islanders have the most prospects showing up outside of the LA Kings. And even then, the LA Kings have 4, just like ours. So there's a lot of invitees by from the New York Islander prospect pool. We should see at least 3 of our guys. Main one that we're probably looking at is Cole Eiserman, who we all expect to absolutely go off this year. He already played very well this season for BU, scoring nearly a point per game I would expect that that's going to be even more this year when he's going to be playing top line to top 6 minutes consistently night over night. And another year of development under his belt, I think it's going to be look out for him. And so that's kind of the value here in a mid-season best-on-best tournament, not even mid-season, midsummer best-on-best tournament, is we get to have another way to measure how our prospects are developing, how are they progressing, or just where are they in their development? Where are guys like Jacob Kazminka? Is he a 7th rounder, or is he maybe a little bit more? Is Kamil Bednarik maybe an underrated player that we really need to focus on a little bit more? Is Cole Eiserman the superstar in the way that some of us think that he might be? We'll get to see at this tournament. And that's why the World Junior Championship Summer Showcase matters. It's not the be-all, end-all. It obviously doesn't matter more than the tournament itself, but it's midsummer hockey, and we get to evaluate prospects again. That checks all of my boxes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do so. It really helps the channel a lot. And if you have already, thank you, thank you, thank you.